Okay, morning everyone. As you know, we are in week 6. Today we'll keep continue on the photorealism lighting, and I will show you how to create the Skylight system in Unreal Engine and how we can get nice mood between the sunset and sunrise or any different type of day. Also, this is the project I'm gonna send it to you today. This is gonna be your final project. I'm gonna need from you to create daytime lighting and nighttime lighting. Today I will show you how to really create this mood and how you can use the tools like AI tools to get some idea about related the lighting and how you can manage your scene. You will need to make a movie sequence, and to follow the previous rules like the create some blueprint, follow the rules for the point of lights and the sequence too. So I'm gonna send you fully task, and you have to follow everything in this task because it's important for your final project. The purpose for the final project, I just want to make sure that you understood everything that we learned from beginning till now. Okay, practice, it's very important. Some of you really had a great work. I'm so happy with this, but I know some of you, they have work and time is waste and doesn't have enough time to do the practice. But please, if you can do this week, it's very important, and just send it to me anytime and I will speak with you and will give you the feedback to tell you what you have to improve, what's wrong, what you need to do in this scene, to just make sure next week you will have the final image and or at least video. It's good for you. Okay. So yeah, I will send you this project today. Anyway, today we'll talk about the skylight system, and also I will just show you how we can manage the lighting between the daytime to the nighttime by only one click. Okay, so it's something I forgot to show you, but today we'll talk about this also because it's important. So let's start first with the skylight system. Okay, basically you can get the skylight system from open world or even the basics. Okay, so as you can see here, Unreal Engine has a fully dynamic sky system. It comes with the sun, cloud, and a lot of things. All of this option, we can tweak it and change the parameters to get another mood. Okay, but if you want to create it from beginning, let's say you have an empty project and you want to add it. So we remove everything here. We'll go window and you will find environment like mixer. Okay, from here I will change to advanced, and let's start to create skylights, automatic, volumetric, and fog. So we'll select everything here, and from here I just want to make sure that you search for Atmo and just turn this off and turn this on, because sometimes it doesn't work, the light doesn't work correctly, so to just give it refresh. Okay, so once you finish this, now you have the fully dynamic sky system here. Okay, so how we can change this setting and how we can get different setting. So let's say we need the mood in sunset. Okay, so to make sure that you activated this light correctly, unfortunately the light is working with auto exposure. So if you turn off the exposure, okay, you will get this. But if you gonna change the lighting, oh, still good, not that bad. Oh, nice. I think they updated, because in before, if you didn't select the auto exposure, the light doesn't work. So now it's working, which is fine. It's really fine. Okay, so now let's say we have a sunset time and we need to get pure sunset time. Okay, the first thing you have to do, just search for sunset sky. Okay. So to just make sure that you can get pure sunset or sunrise, you have to get some reference first. So let's say we have this reference and we will try to tweak the options to get the similarness. Okay, so from here, the first thing you have to learn, it's source angle. Sorry, source radius. Radius, or yeah, source angle. The source angle that you can change the radius for the sun. Let's say you need a big sun in the sunset time. So if you change this parameter to, let's say, 10, now you can really get this feeling of sun. Okay. Also, if you move the light here, you see, I start to get this nice mood. Just one click, you get this mood. Okay. But what's happening here? So we have something new here. It's called volumetric cloud. Okay, volumetric cloud and sky atmospheric. So these two things, I'm gonna tweak the options to change the light and humidity and everything related the atmospheric. Okay, so let's try first. You see here in the sky atmospheric, so you can basically change this, but this is related to the resolution or the ground radius. So normally I just keep it as it. Also the background here, I don't change it, I keep it. Okay, so from here you can change the atmospheric high, but I'm always keep it as high as I can to just make sure that I have enough fog on the top. Okay, and I need to create a plane. Let's create a plane. Okay. Oh, nothing happened here. Okay. There is one. Okay, yes, that one. Okay, so the important thing you have to learn here is the atmospheric. Okay, in this option, you can get more horizontal fog, like this mood. You see, we get from the horizontal, it's this foggy, or you can get very pure sky. So that's mean you can add more fog or not to the sky. Also from here, if you change, but yeah, we need to add more light. So here you can change this, the spheric fog here near to the sun. So let's say you needed to have this mood or this mood more reddish. You see, let's see, change the mood completely. And also the second one here, it's related to the global atmospheric. So this is observing lights. So let's say you need red sky, red sunset now, you see, we can just get it from here. You don't need to change the light from the color from the sun. Also here, it's a minimum exponential. So if you change this, you can back to the normal. Oh, someone in the waiting room. Sorry, I have to check. Okay, so just few steps here, you can get this mode. So let's keep this here as a default, okay? And let's see the other type setting here. So in this option, you can get darker horizontal. So let's say you didn't need to have this white, so you can get darker horizontal here, or you can even make more scattering to the cloud for the aerial perspective. For the aerial perspective, let's say you have let's say you have this. No, no, not that one. Where is the fog? Oh, the fog, it doesn't work. Oh, here. So yeah, let's say we're gonna turn on this fog, okay? And once we start to change the scale, I can get more fog light from the sky. It's gonna be more Mars, okay? It's gonna be more realism, okay? But if we go here, we have a parameter for the volumetric cloud. You can turn this off or turn this on. So let's say you need to change the parameters for the sky. You can get mode like this. You see, now we have a very nice lighting, sunset lighting. Okay, by tweak the options here, it's hard to understand everything here, but you have to start to change this parameter and see what you can do here, and if you change the color, for example, what you're gonna get. So it's important for you to just try to start to change the parameters. Yeah, something like this. You can get this mood, or even you see when we're gonna start to move the lights, the color, I can get a different mood. Even if you change the direction, sorry, I think you see, we can get different lighting. Sorry. So now, if you move the camera, you can get different mood, or even if you move it to this way, by Control Alt, I forgot, just Control Alt and don't do anything, just move the mouse. You can move the sun direction. Okay, so let's try to just change some parameters here to get another mood. The wake, I had some sky light. Okay, so let's make it more sunny. Minimum here. Yes, that one. Okay, so you see here, that's the end of the day. The sunset on the sun, it's gonna be move down. So let's say 1 or 2, or you can even turn off the sun. So by here you can make this the source angle 0. So now you can get this mode. Okay, if you back to turn on Here, nothing. Yes, that's why I said, yeah, it's important to get the another mode to make sure the auto exposure is working. So now if we go back here and start to change the parameter, you see, we can start to get different mode from the sky, something like that, or that was what was I was talking about. Okay, so the important thing to just keep the auto exposure is on to show to see that the real result from the sky. So here it's fully sunset time. You see, so just some parameters. When you change this parameter, you can get different lighting mode. It's very nice to use it to your scene. I showed you yesterday how I use this in my scene, but as I tell you, it's need more. Just try it, more trying from you. Just add it to your scene and start to change the parameters, and we'll see how we can get the different modes. So that's it for the sun. Okay, I will not go more than this. So just keep trying. I think it's good tool to use it, especially in the exterior scene. So now we gonna, oh, sorry, I think that one. So now we will talk about the photorealism in the interior scenes. We already talked the cinematic lighting, and today I will show you how to use any light or reference to get a nice image for your lighting, and also how you can use the AI, like I said, the links that I sent it yesterday. AI, it's a powerful tools that you really need to use it. Sometimes you got stuck and you don't really know what you have to do, or you have something in mind. Okay, I have a reference, but this is not exactly what in my mind. So I need to get different type of lighting or different mode, but I don't know or I can't imagine how to do this. So it's very simple. Just open the website that I send it to you. It's a Promi AI, and you can upload this for free. It's a free website, so you can upload your image, and from here you can type anything. So I type it here. I need the nighttime with a blue and yellow lighting. In the end, I got this. So it gives you more idea. So now I say, wow, I can start to rework on my scene and change my scene completely to get the similar scene like this, or I can start to add the lighting like this, and I will show you how we can manage this light. Okay. Also, Nimi, you see, yesterday I took your image. It's beautiful image. I really like it, but I had something in mind to just need to, for the lighting comes from the top. Okay, so you can simply create very basic wall. Let's say you can create very basic wall and add this background, and you can just add the light here and keep the light you see here. The blue light here, it's more natural. So you can try to manage this. I think it's gonna be good practice. Okay, so let's say I have the scene. Okay, this is my scene, and I need to create a lighting. Uh, so we'll see. Okay, I think that one, it looks nice. Has this light, and let's try to create this light. Okay, so you can get more image from here. So I will say, okay, I love this light, so I can add this lantern on the top to get mood here. Okay, but before we start to add the lighting, I just need to show you something very nice here. So If you want to create a nighttime mode and a daytime mode, you can simply just add direction light and it changes the light from the day to night by change the light color. Okay, but the basics, it's about the light, the fake light. So if you are looking here, I set up my scene to have very basic light. I put the rim light and key light and fill light in everywhere. And once I finish this, I add one direction light here and give it to white balance color, which is white, okay, and has some nice smooth, or you can, let's say, because in the midday, then it's perfect, okay. Once you done with this, you can turn this off and create another direction light and just give it blue light. And this is exactly what we are doing in the games. So in the games, we don't create two different type of lighting. So we just change the direction light uh, color, and in the end, we can get this mode. You see here, it's daytime. Here, it's nighttime. So don't think too much, but the basics, it's always the main key here. The main key, it's to add the 3 point of light, the key and rim and fill light, and after you finish everything and make sure your scene it's pure and has uh, raw view, then you can start to just change the color, and in the end you will get this. Okay, so this is another idea you can use it in your scenes. Okay, so for now, let's turn off all the lights. Okay, and as I said, we have a reference now, and we understand what we need to do and what we have to add in this scene. So the first thing you need to do is to manage your scene like a group. So where you have to start and where you have to end. Okay, so we have groups of people here. So we have some people here and we have some people there and we have another man here. Okay, so this is the first thing you have to ask yourself, how many groups I have, to just know what kind of light I'm gonna add it. Okay. The second thing, you have to understand, okay, we have an exterior. That's mean I could add the direction light like the sunlight or the moonlight. Okay, so we have an open window here. So it's a good idea to add skylight, like overcasting, or even you can add direction light. So this is the second thing. So the third thing, what we gonna add in this lighting. So what kind of mood or what kind of light I'm gonna use it. So this plate, it's Arabian, so it should be rich gold effect and to have this like a palace. So it should really feel that this place it's rich and it's related to the Arabian palace. So you can simply search in AI or Google for some reference like Arabian Palace or Arabian lighting mood to just understand what you really need to do. It could be a desert outside and just add direction light, but for sure you're gonna need to add some light inside. Or you can start to create your own light, like I can find uh, basic light from Aladdin movie. Night shot. Let's say we're gonna find there was a nice scene I saw. You see here, let's say this one. It's a beautiful scene. I really love it. So Arabian, so it's Aladdin. Okay, let's try to analyze the image here. We have night sky, and from the moon it looks bluish, but this in the meantime it looks white. So it's very nice. You can get some reference from the light here, the key light. to just understand the color of the moon that you're gonna use it. So here also the atmospheric is low because in the past they used lanterns and candles, so there was no power for the lighting. So it should be has less light, okay, and outside should be dark and has some few lights around. If you're gonna add something in the background, uh, you see, just try to find some reference, and in the end you will be able to create your beautiful scene. So what we're gonna start, we will add first the atmospheric. Okay, so we're gonna follow the same rules that we learned before. So I'm gonna add here the skylights, or I want to add HDR lights. So go plugin HDRI, turn this on and restart. Give it restart. And here, let's try to see the HDR haven. HDR haven. Okay. I will not use the night. I will just use the pure pure sky. So we could use this one, maybe. Okay, so interior. Let's find this. Okay, so I will add this one and just move it to. I think that's enough. HDR, and let's add first post-processing to change the exposure, infinity, or we can keep the exposure now with 0. Whoa, what's wrong here? Okay, so if we add this, uh, oh, all right, okay, so I don't know if that's problem or not, but okay, I will start from beginning here and let's see direction light. Okay, so I will create a new level. Right. Okay, and let's turn this off. I feel like something's wrong here. Oh, okay, the scale. Oh my God, so weird. Okay, so you see, we start first with the basics. So we need the atmospheric to be very pure, and we will not add too much lighting. Okay, this planes doesn't cast any shadow, so if this cast shadow, we'll turn this off. Okay, that's good. HDR. Okay, so now the HDRI looks okay, but it's yellowish. Okay, so we have two options. The first option, we'll try to find the pure one. Maybe let's try this one. I'm not sure, but just give it a try because this has too much yellow. So yeah, that one, it's perfect because it has uh, pure color. The white balance, it's nice. It will not be effect on the lighting. Uh, we can start to move the light. Okay. So now the global ambience, it looks okay. Okay. So now what we gonna do here? So let's say I'm gonna start first with the big groups like this one. So these guys, it doesn't have any light props near around. So what I'm gonna do? So basically you can add light props. Let's say you can add one on the top here, or you can add candles here around them, or you can even light them from the global ambience, like the sunlight or the sun or the moonlight. So here I would prefer to add first the rim lights to just light them and make sure that I isolate them from the background. So we'll add one spotlight here. Okay, so one just spotlight, and we'll add the soft shadow. Okay, and I will keep it white. I will not change anything for now. Okay, so now we have this. It looks like key light for this man, and it's gonna be the rim light for this man. Okay, so this area is still need light, so I can copy the same light and just add it here. And from here we can have less lights. Okay, so let's test this. I'm gonna turn this off and we'll take this two lights. You remember when I told you you have to turn off the light to make sure that you create your light correctly. So now we have nice lighting here and nice lighting there. So okay, it looks fine. So let's go back to the HDR lights. Okay. So the light here, it looks a bit bright, so we can change the radius because I don't need to have more light in this area. Yeah, that's good. We have nice isolated here. Okay, so now that's main key light. I add the main key light that's gonna come from the sun or the moon, even the moon. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here now, so do I am gonna add the lights, let's say comes from here, from the top, or I'm gonna add the lantern over there to just bounce with some light. So let's try to add, let's say I'm gonna add lights, candid lights. Okay, so if I go back here, I was created There is no blueprint. Yeah, I remember I created a new blueprint. Oh my God, that's too much. Okay, so let's say I will put the lantern here, or could be at here. Okay, and from here I will add 1 point light and put the it's 2500 or 3000. And for sure you have to add cookies, but I don't have any cookies here, but for you, you're gonna need to add some cookies. Okay, and for the radius for the candles, it should be low. So now if you are looking here, I have a mistake here. The light on here in his face, it's too flat. So that's mean I can't leave the light there. I don't prefer to keep the light here. So in this man, it looks really nice, but here it looks too flat. So I will try to move. Maybe we could move here. So now we're gonna at least have a nice lighting. Cast all the characters. So now we have a nice lighting shading here. So if we select this light and add more intensity, I just need this frame light. Okay, look the difference between this and this. So we just need to have this highlights lighting. Okay. So if we go back to the camera now, you see we have a very nice image comes from we have very nice lighting come from this group. So as I said, this is a group A. Okay, so the light should be okay now. This man, let's try to add light to just make sure that he has enough light. Okay, so in this case, I will try to add maybe spotlight. Okay, and I will try to make the light has this V shape. So 3000. Okay, so just see the difference between this one and this one. So now it's more believable, and also you can just assign the rim light or the rim light for this character only to just get some nice rim lights in behind. So you see, boom.
Are you using light channels in this scene?
Yes, light shadow.
Light channels.
Light channel, yes, for sure you can use the light channel, but for now I didn't use light channel because I
Okay.
just but absolutely you need to use the light channel if you just need to focus on the characters and you don't need the light to be
Yeah,
custom.
because those rims also scatter lights
Yes,
everywhere else.
yeah, but for now it looks okay for me now, so I don't care to just add the channel for
Yeah.
the character. But for sure, yes, you can simply use the channel to just assign your light to the character only, so you can do this. Okay, so now we add this light and everything looks okay. So what do you think? What is missing here in this groups? what we are missing here. So if I turn off this one, what is missing? Do you know what is missing here?
Seems like they don't have a light from the front, like they're not, because this one is the fill light, right?
Yes, but this candle should cast light to the ceiling, right?
Hmm.
Okay, so I will try, because as we said, this light could be like this, so we don't have any light on the top. So it's important to just make sure that you have light casting in the top, so you can use point light to just fake the candles, and with less light, let's say 3000. So you see, that's why I'm always tell you, just turn off the light to see the light correctly. So now when we turn off all the light and just keep the main key light, now we can really see this. It's like a layers. You know, in movies, they always use this method. They use it as a layers. So sometimes they just export this layers, and then they gonna compose it in the another scene, for example. So that's why I always advise you to just focus on each groups, and that's how you can get very nice lighting. Okay, so now we have a rim light, we have a key light. This area, it's dark, but don't forget we have a fill light overall. It's come from HDRI backdrop. Okay, so for now we're gonna just focus on the key light and the rim light. Okay, so now we have a nice bouncy here. Okay, so this area, it's looks okay. So what you can do, you can use these columns to add the lights if you want to isolate these columns from the light, but this is gonna be L3. So we finish the first group, and let's find the second group now.
And when
Okay.
you group, do you literally group them in the outliner, or you make folders, or how do you?
Yeah, it's better to create folder for sure. So for the organized you can create folder for those slides, and let's say this.
Call them group A or something,
Yes,
or
because it's like studio, you know.
yeah.
So you can create folder, and let's say group A. So now you can turn off this light. It's more simple. So okay, so now I will turn off this light and we'll start work on this light. Okay, so now as we learned the lighting, so when someone speaking together, so you have two options. The first option, you can add the lights, let's say comes from the top, or if this man it's a bad guy or has something mystery, so you can add the light from the bottom to make his face more anger or to bring more attention. But when the two people or three or more than people, they speak together in something interesting, don't try to add soft light. You can add the soft light if it's this scene, it's romantic. But if something serious is happening here or they have a discussion, so try to add hard lighting. So that's why I will try to add my light here. And also I am thinking, I take a look about the reference. Do you remember when I tell you the environmental artists or the props artists, they spend too much time to create a nice reference and nice assets? So you have always to think about these assets. So I need to show this asset has nice reflection, nice metallic. So I put this light there, and we create spotlight. Okay, let's give low light like this. This should be okay. So we have the first light. So now I need to add the rim light. So my rim light, it's gonna come from the back here. You see now I'm working like if I am in a studio. So I am shooting the movie now, and I am uh, the lighting artist, and I need to set up the light. So I will put the light here and not use the temperature, so we'll keep it white. Okay, so we have nice lighting there. Oops. And we can also have another one here. To just have this nice frame light. Okay, but here I will use the channel. Okay, and that one also use the channel. And here is the channel. Okay. So now we have this light also. It's nice lighting, different type of light. Okay, so this group 2 or group B. Let's so here group B, group B. Okay, so now we have group A and group B. Okay, so we have one more man here, so we can simply take one of these lights. But I will keep it as a global because I need to add some light outside. Now we start to think about the lights come from outside, because you see here different between this and this, so it looks more natural. So we'll add this and just change this the shadow to have smooth shadow. Okay, and one more light there, so to just add this rim light. And also now we isolate this assets. Okay, so if you look here, we have this light. We don't add any post processing. We don't change anything in the color. So what next? I'm gonna start to add the light in the scene overall. So this light should be looks rich. So it's need more light. I still have man here. So in this case, I will try to break the yellow by adding another color, which is going to be the moonlight, for example. So now I need to break this too much yellow by adding direction light for the daytime or even the nighttime. So now it's time to add direction light and move the direction. Okay, so we have this nice lighting. Let's start to add direction, sorry, the fake light. Okay, you see here we add the light in the interior and we can see the light, but this area it's a bit dark. So what I'm gonna do, I will add point light to just add more bounced light. At least it's not gonna be too dark. Okay. All right. So now we have a nice scene. The light, it's a very simple. We have a pure light. We could for sure add some light there. Okay. So what next? Let's try to add the fog. Okay. And from the fog, I will start to change the parameters here. Uh, yeah, we don't need the volumetric fog right now, so I just need to focus on this one. Okay, so in Arabian, it's something you have to do some research first, but in Arabian, because the atmospheric is not clear, so we should have some foggy or some dusted around. Okay, so I will try to fake this mode by adding, because this palace it should be in the desert, so it's not that clear. Uh, so from the start distance, I will just keep the background has this feeling of foggy. Okay, and now we can start to change the color to have the yellowish. Okay, so you see, we don't do anything, just add very simple fog, but it's to change the story. So it's bring more life to this palace. So we can just move the light to, no, that's okay. Oh, sorry, this one, this was dark. Or you know what? I love the first one. Yeah, that one it's more nicer for me. Okay, so also I forgot to add, because we have the candles, we could add this bounced on the top. You see now we have very nice lighting. It looks Arabian, but we don't still add any post-processing in the scene. So if we go to the post-processing, oh, we don't have even post-processing again. So from infinity, make sure the Lumen system is enabled and the reflection also. Okay, so now I will go to vignette, and let's add this 0.6. Okay, and from the plume, for sure we could add some plume, but not too much. And here we'll change. You see now we can move light to the night, or to have more yellowish, which is Arabian mood. So I need to feel this yellow mood. If you play Mirage, you will feel all the atmospheric looks more orange, more yellowish, because it's in Baghdad. So Baghdad, it's in desert, was in desert, so it has this kind of colors. Okay, so will try to make the scene more rich. I don't know why they didn't add any curve here, because I really love the curve. So curve, it's bring more saturation. So I would like to add this scene in Photoshop for sure. Okay, this man is still missing light, so I will just move this light here to bring this nice trim light. And also it's make sense because we have sunlight in the sunlight here in the background, so it makes sense to have some bounced light. But you see here we try to make each assets more visible and has nice trim light, so you can also add this light there to isolate this column. So just see difference between this and this one. Okay, I have a scattering this curtain. So if I add the lights behind this scattering, you see, I can see this guy. So we can add light there. So if you just need to tell something, there is someone in behind and there is something that's gonna happen. Okay, the light here distract the view, so I will try, let's try first to get the HDRI and bring because the direction, wow. Okay, what's wrong here? HDRI, something is wrong here. Direction,
Check your levels, maybe?
I don't think so. But
Oh.
okay, so weird. Wow, something's wrong here with the direction. With the sky. Sorry, you see, it doesn't even. What's wrong? Oh, man.
The HDR is on the night level, right?
Yes, yes, it is. You see. Oh my goodness. Okay, I will try to just restart on sim. Hmm. Okay, what if I add Skylight? Oh, what about this? Maybe the high. Okay. No. Oh my God.
Is it hidden in game or visible or
Oh,
something?
should be okay. So shouldn't happen this. So I don't know why. It's never happened before. Oh my goodness. Okay.
You have the skylight in the blueprint, right? And in the detail panel.
You think that's no?
Can you hide the fog and see? Do you see the?
It still should show something. It did work before.
Yes. I
think you should restart your Unreal.
Yeah, something happened.
Oh.
Yeah,
Because I guess it's a bug.
Yeah,
you
it
see,
could be.
you see it in the background, I think, but it's like low intensity or something.
No, those are the planes.
Ah, okay.
This
With
is the planes and also the shadow. It was off. So, but since I opened the project, there was something wrong with HDRI. So I don't know what's wrong. Because sometimes when I just switch from Unreal 5 to 5.2, I got some issue because this project was made on 5, version 5. So it could be. Seems like the HDRI doesn't even work.
so if you select and in the detail panel you select the skylight, did you change
Yeah.
something there? No.
No, I don't even touch this. Okay, you know what? I will remove it and let's try to add one more time. Something wrong. You shouldn't have to see this. Uh, Come on, what's wrong? Hosts, Lumen system, Lumen system is enabled.
Could you just reset the size of the HDRI?
Yes, I
Right now
do.
it is 1500. You can try that also. Just reset it.
No, but no, something's wrong with the even my old project you see now the HDRI is not working anymore, so that means there is something weird happening here. I will try. Oh, no.
Nothing in the settings, huh?
You know what? Sometimes I just copy all the setting here and just paste it here. Which they are. No, the HRI doesn't work anymore, so I don't know. Okay, it's 11 now, so let's take a break. I will try to find out what's the problem, but it's very weird. But anyway, you understand the rules, right? So that's most
Yes.
important. So we at least understand how we can manage the scene. So let's take a break 10 minutes, and I wish that fix. Okay, and then we'll come back in 10 minutes and we'll keep working on this project. Okay?
Yes.
Good. Perfect. All right. Ciao. Resume. Okay. I will add the post-processing again here because I remove it. Infinity. We need so we'll go again here to temperature. I need Okay, so the atmospheric outside, it's white, which does not make sense for me. So let's see if this light comes from direction, not the direction. So that's mean it comes from HRI. Okay, so in this case, we could try to move the light to get more yellowish. No, no. Okay. Okay, I will not do change anything here, but anyway, the look and feel, I love it because it's yellowish and has some rich elements here. It looks Arabian, as you can see here. It looks Arabian. Let's go to the post processing, and for sure we could just. I don't need to do anything now in HDR light because it seems like has an issue. So anyway, we have to change the skylight to get more blue if you are looking for to get the night mode. But for now, I will keep it as is. So we can reach this mode, or no, I would prefer to keep this. The hazy mode and that mode. Okay, so now it's, as I said, it's very simple light. Just I want to show you something here. So let's say you need to create maybe different type of lighting. So you have this light, your light, it could be comes, let's say from the fire. Let's say here we have a fire. Okay, so try to use the elements, all right? So I will use this and let's say this 1500. Okay, so you can simply add light here, and from there you can add the big rim light. It's cast from the fire. Okay, so you can add it here. So I just want to give you some idea how you can manage light. So it could be comes from here, it could come from the direction, but for sure never add the light only from the direction. I just need you first to work on the indirect lights, and once you finish, you can start to add your main key light. In lighting here, you see I have a light, very nice lighting comes from the top, which is mean let's say I have this man and I will add the lanterns. You can import the lanterns from the old projects. You remember the projects that we worked before? You can for sure import the assets, and I will show you how to import the assets. It's always good. It's also good to know. So let's add this. And with light cookie, it should be looks perfect. So don't forget to add some light cookie. Okay, so you can add it from here, but listen, don't add too much yellowish in the scene. So just try to make a balance. So if we have this too much yellow, that means you need to switch to the night mode. Okay, so get some nice shot. Actually, I don't need to to touch the HDRI for now, so keep it. Keep it like this. So let's say you have some assets in other project and you need to import this asset to your project. Okay, so simply I will go to this project. It's Mirage. This light's too much, so don't add too much yellow in the scene. You see, now we have a nice balance. Here it's yellow, here's blue, here's some indirect light. It looks more natural, but with this light, you broken the realism. So that's why I always advise you just try to feel the place. Here it's more natural, has balance between the blue and orange. Even if I back to turn on my main key light, you see nothing changed. We still have nice lighting. That's why I tell you start first with the groups, light your groups, and then you can add the light. Okay, so we have this light, this project. Okay, and if we go here and mesh, lantern. Let's say you need to import this lantern. Okay, I will copy this lantern. Okay, you can copy this and create a new folder and name it lantern, or you can name it anything, light props. For example, you can say it's light props. Okay, and here just right click on the folder and migrate. Okay, save. If you got only these two, that's mean it's gonna export to only the lantern. So cancel this again, and if I do migrate again, it will export to all the textures and material. So just make sure you do this. So cancel and then immigrate one more time. So now to get the roots for this folder, for this scene, I will right click on any folder and show it in Explore. Okay, and from here I will go to the content and copy the content path here and paste it here. So now we need to copy this content to the main content folder in my project. Once I finish this, if you go back to your project, you will find this lantern. Okay, so now if you drag it and drop, it comes with materials and everything. So now I can simply replace it here. And also you can, if you have, let's say, this light cookie. Okay, I have this my light cookie. I can copy this and you can create a new folder and add it, or you can just put in the same folder. So here, replace it. Don't know if it's gonna replace or not because we are using this as now, but I think it should be good. I take this time. Come on. Whoa. So that's simply how you can migrate any assets from any project. So you can open any project and let's say you have a village, a village or tree or any light props you need to import it to your project. So you can just put them in the folder and right click and press migrate. Come on. Okay, so let's go back here. You see, we have the light cookie. So now if I just drag and drop here, oh, it comes with, uh, doesn't come with the texture. So I have to cancel and export it again. But anyway, don't need the light cookies now. I don't care about this now. So yes. So you can start to change your lighting by add the light comes from the top, or you can just replace your light in anywhere. But this the basic idea. You see, we create the main light that can be turned on or turned off in any time of day. So the main key lights, the main lights, it's gonna be the same. Will not change. Will not do anything. We'll keep the same color, same everything, and once you finish this, you can start to get your mood from post-processing or the directional lights. It's going to be much easier for you. Okay, if you feel there is some rim light or fill light doesn't make sense for you, so you can for sure change the light color. Okay, but for now, I think you're good to go. So you see, just try to think about the mood and the region here. So that's Arabian Palace, which is mean should has more saturation, more gold effects, more foggy. So that's something you have to put in mind. Okay, uh, we just go here. So you see the difference between this one and this one. For sure, it's make difference. So you can add some God rays in the back here. It should bring more vibe. So, but simply that's way you have to do. So nothing more. I think now we covered everything related to the lights. There is nothing more than this. Uh, Everything should be covered. And if you remember in yesterday in exterior scenes, I advised you to create some fake light to highlight the top area, like if we have a building or you have, let's say you are in desert and you have big rocks, so you can add spotlights to highlight these rocks. Oh, art station. No, I need to add open art station and always use reference. What's wrong here? And use AI, guys. I use it a lot of time in my work and it's very helpful. So sometimes you get creative block or you get stuck with some idea. So by use this, you can get any idea, or you can add the reference and then change the variation as I showed you here. You can get the same assets that I have and start to create your own mood. So you can create this scene if you wish. You see, even here, the night lighting outside, it looks great. The interior looks bad, but the exterior, it looks really nice. So you can get this mood. So
So for the practice, because yesterday
Mhm.
you showed us the photo, you know, with
Really?
the house and the
Mhm.
exterior.
Yeah.
And then today you mentioned something about like the final project or the
Mhm.
final. So we'll have to do both.
No, the final project, I just need you to focus on this.
Okay. So we all use the same scene.
Yes, we
Gotcha.
all you're all gonna use the same scene, but I need to see first. I'm gonna send you the full instructions, so you have to create the mood board first for the reference, for the mood, for the lighting, for the atmospheric, and then create blueprint for the elements that you're gonna use it. Then add the main light in your scene, like the key light and fill light and rim light. You have availability to change anything in the scene. You can move the character, keep the scene like this, but you can move the character, so you can create your own shots. So let's say you can put them inside here, or you can make a groups of people over there. They are sitting or they are talking. So you will find this characters also. You can use it, but the idea to just create to put everything you learned before in that scene. Okay, the
Gotcha.
photorealism. Um, I think maybe next week, because we're gonna have more time. As I said, we still have hour left, so we could take an hour. I will open a forest scene and I will show you how to create forest environments before we go to the underwater scenes. But this is the most important for me, because here you're gonna add everything you learned from beginning: the post processing, the color grading, the rule of third, the point flights, the main key lights. So you just need to make sure that you understand everything you learned before here. Okay, you can use the dynamic light, the skylight system, if you want to add for example, it's a sunset in the back, but that's gonna be an option. It's not gonna be the main light. I need to see first the
The raw.
the raw light, and then you can create another option with dynamic light, dynamic skylight, or any something else. It's up to you.
Right.
Okay?
And the final, because you mentioned also like an animation or a sequence.
Yes,
Is that
please.
just like a camera movement
Yeah,
or
camera movement. I don't need any animation except the camera. You can just create walkthrough like this, okay?
yeah,
And for sure, try to use different type of camera lens. You can use the camera, so you can get some close shots,
right. So
okay?
I can use multiple cameras. It doesn't have to
Absolutely, up to
be,
you.
yeah,
Yeah. Use whatever you want. So you can use multiple camera. You can just start your camera from here and just pan it or anything. So it's
yeah,
all up to you. Okay. You can even add more assets in the scene. So if you want to add more assets here, for sure, you can add it. You can import some assets like what I did here, lanterns from previous project. If you have already some candles and you made it in blueprints, so you don't need to create it from scratch. So just in case if you have some previous assets, just add it, and in the end you have to make a presentation to show everything, like the light props, what you did here, the blueprint, how you made your blueprint, the idea, and you have to tell the idea, because that's very important for
the
you to become
story.
a lighting artist. Yes, exactly, the story also is very, very important. So this scene, it's gonna be our final project. And listen, guys, you are not students. I know you are all professional people and you are worker, but it's not about the final project. But I just need to make sure that I give you everything I learned in my life. So that's the idea, you know. So to just make sure you are ready to face any issues that you're gonna facing in your future career. Okay, so yeah, that's it. And light cookies too. So I will give you all the instructions. So we have to follow everything and please take your time. Don't miss anything. It doesn't matter to be ready for next week. We still have, you can, let's say we will give it 3 weeks from
Yes.
now, okay? So we have
Yeah,
3
it's
weeks.
better. Yeah, it's better to give us more
Absolutely.
time. Can you do it, because we're busy, you know, with other things,
Yeah, I know.
and we want to focus and make it like give all of us to make this better, you know? So
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we have 2 options. I can give you 3 weeks, okay, from now, or you can do this in your Christmas time, but I think it's gonna be too late. You will
yes,
forget a lot of things.
yes,
So
yes.
3 weeks, I think it's enough. Take your time, just spend at least an hour a day.
Yeah, Karim. I
Sure.
think that is important. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, yes.
Wanted to ask you something, but
Yeah.
just finish your sentence. Sorry, I thought that you're finished.
For me, yes, I finished, but we still have time. And if you need to ask about anything,
Yes. I wanted to ask because you mentioned that you use only direction light to make from day to night.
yes.
So can you make this tonight so to see? You mentioned like change only the color of the direction light. So can you just demonstrate that so I can see how it looks like?
Yeah, sure. So, but the problem now is the HDRI light, because HDRI it's
Okay.
but let me show you something here. We could open this one. Oh no, night. Yeah. Two. Oh my God, still having issue. Sky. Yeah, the problem with the sky, but what we did today, it's similar. So we just need to add, you can change the background outside to something nice and just change the light, the direction lights. And that's it, because the light that we added in the scene, it was very basic. So we have this basic lights. Okay, whatever, you know what, I will give try direction.
Yeah, if you can, if you can, it's not a problem. I understand what you mean, but I just
Yeah,
wanted to see it, but it's not a problem. I will try it on my own.
yeah. The problem here, I can really see there's big problem with HDRI, but it's you see this day, this night. But the idea here, I just add more smooth shadow, because the night should has more smooth shadow, and the light color is different, but we can't really see the right color, but it's the same thing here. So if we move the light to the day, here's the day, here's the night, and we don't do any change. But the problem now is HDRI. So the HDRI is broken, so we can't get this smooth, but it just changed this color, just changed that color from the white to blue, because the secret here, as I said, we create the light in the scene has low value, and it has white balance. So whatever you're gonna change in the atmospheric or the direction, it's gonna reflect on the character. So everything here should be the same. So this light, it's gonna be the same, even night time, it's gonna be the same. But the global ambience in the direction or the skylight, it's gonna give you the mood. So it's a day or night. You see here, boom, if we move this one. So here's the idea, but the problem now is HDRI. There is another thing I want to show you before we end. We still have time. I wish that project works. I opened it yesterday. Yes, military. Yes. This project also, it's very nice. I think I'm gonna send it to you. Yeah, also I will send you this project for the practice. If you wish, you can use this also. It's a very nice project. It's exactly the same one here. So that's it. And also has the ultra dynamic sky. So you can use it after. Ultra. Okay, so this scene also I would prefer to send it to you to create your lights because it has too much assets. But the main idea also here, I will show you something here. For the military mode or the action mode, you see I use the green color that we learned it before. And just check the color first here in post-processing to show you how the powerful of the color grading. So you see the difference if I move the light from here, the tint to there. So green, it's bring more actions. Okay. Also here the normal color, but here with some greenish. You can really feel the pure color here. So if you play Call of Duty or any other game, or so let's say what's called Mission Impossible, you will find the color should has this kind of greenish. You see here. So if we look at the lighting now and just turn all them off, okay, to just show you it's the same rules that you have to follow. So here I start to add some rim lights for the planes to make the planes isolate from the background. Okay, so here this lights, I say that's for you, my friend, that he made this beautiful assets. So this lights, it's for him to show that's beautiful dirt and the reflection. Okay, I need to thank him. Okay, so here I start to add this light. I have this nice light. Also here is the rim light. Okay, you see even here. Let's take it the full screen. Okay, you see the light here, but once we add this, we isolate also the airplane from the background. So here I add some reflection to make the rim light. You see here, here is the fill light. We have a dark area. You remember we said we never keep any area has this too dark. So just add at least a little bit of light. So see the difference between this one and this one. Okay, so now I start to add the lights on the characters. You see here, you see this light? I'm on the, just want to show you this one. You see, it's a rim light. Even here, I need to isolate him from the background. So one here, and in the end, we have this image. So that's simply how you can create your light, even if in exterior. For sure, this is for cinematics, not for the games, for sure. But it's the same rules. The same rules. So key light, fill light, rim light, everywhere. Everywhere is not only in the characters. So that's why we have here its big environment, but we follow the same thing here. This is the light. We have this one, so everything's ready. Also the color harmony, blue, green, red, which is nice color harmony for this scene. And that's it.
What do you have for the trucks in the background? You see there's also light coming from them.
Here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I add the lights. Yeah, if we go here, you see I have bunch of lighting here.
Yeah.
With fog. I add a fog. And also one big light here to just add some reflection. But not that really see. But I add some of them here with a fog. I add a fog. So just imagine if this one doesn't have any volumetric fog. You see, with the fog.
Yeah.
Because it's a raining day. So it should cast more foggy. So you see now, if I turn this off.
And the fog has a distance from the camera, right? Like it
Yes,
doesn't
absolutely.
start.
Yeah, it doesn't start from beginning. Yeah. So here also you see the fog.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's idea. So it's the same thing you learned it before. So that's the same thing every lighting artist follow. So create key light, fill light, rim light everywhere.
Karim,
Yes.
inside the plane you have rectangle or spotlight that is casting the yellow. Yeah.
Yeah, it's rectangle. I use the
A
rectangle.
rectangle. Yes.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. But I use the rectangle for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, I know, but I wanted to see what you used. So rectangle. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, as I said before, it's important to analyze your image. When you start with the small and then start to put the medium details and then the large details, your scene is gonna be more nicer. But the problem, most of you made it before, it starts with a big one. So it's a big mistake. Don't start with the big lights. Don't start with the final look. No, we need to take it step by step. The first step, I start to add the main key lights in the scene. So I have this element. So this element need key light and fill light and rim light. I have another assets here. I need to add the same thing here. For example, this truck is need rim light to isolate from the background. The characters here need the key light and fill light and rim light. It's the same thing. After I finish this, I'm gonna start to say, okay, what is missing here? I need to add more atmospheric. I need to add fog. I need to add post-processing. Okay, so when you do this, I think in the end you're gonna be successful. Okay, and don't forget to turn off and turn on your lights. When you finish part, just turn this off and turn off all the light and turn on only this light to just make sure that you have nice lighting in this scene. And once you finish, you can turn this off and start in the other parts. When you finish everything, you can turn all on and then you're gonna see your final image. Okay. So that's it. That's it. And next week, as I said, we're gonna talk about the underwater scenes. I will show you how we can create it underwater from scratch. It's something very nice.
And stylized.
Yeah, and for sure.
I know.
No, don't worry. Stylized. It's gonna be in
I
Sunday.
bother you with that, but I really want to see her.
Absolutely, you're not. No. Because there is many kind of stylized lighting. Stylized lighting should looks too cartoonish, or stylized lighting can be looks realism, but stylized in the meantime, like here. So this element it's a realistic element from Epic, but I'm trying to use some color to get it more stylized. Okay, so we'll try to cover this next week. Don't worry about this. Okay, so if you have any
see
questions,
the ultra dynamic light.
sorry.
I want to see the ultra dynamic light in the last project.
Yeah, here,
Yes.
ultra. Yes, it's very cool. You can get different type of mood, raining or snow. I use it only once here. This one.
This is like extra. It's not from Unreal, right? You need to
No,
buy
not
it.
from Unreal, no.
Yeah, okay. Like a plugin, something, right?
Yeah, I bought it before, but I will give it to you for free, so don't worry.
Oh, thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
I have for it. So yeah, you see.
We use it with Sky system or just on?
No, there is a video. I will send it to you to understand how to enable, because it's not that complicated, but yeah, it's need to set up first. But you see here we have different lighting, but I think you need to you hide this. I think I'm not sure. I don't remember really. Oops. So yeah, here's raining and be cloudy. I think yeah, it comes with everything, but thunderstorm. But it's a good tool. It's a really good tool. So I will send it to you, and you can discover how to use it. Okay.
Yes, that's great.
Okay, so I will pack these two projects and I will send it to you today. Please download it, because I'm gonna remove the file after from the Google Drive, because this file, I think it's gonna be too big. So once you download, just let me know, and then I will remove it. Okay, and yeah, that's it. If you still have any questions, just let me know. If not, I wish you have a great week, and next week we'll talk about the underwater lighting and also the stylized lighting. Okay.
Thank you, Karim.
Thank you very much, Karim.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, you too. Bye.
Bye-bye.